Hello everybody, it is me, Mr. Vince, and I hope you all have an amazing day today. And in this video, I'm going to talk about early 2020s lighting. Basically, why was it so great compared to all the other lighting updates that we have received in Jailbreak history. Now, before I continue on, if you guys have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe as well, and feel free to hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So yes, I will be talking about early 2020s lighting and why was it so great. So I'm going to go ahead and explain, alright? So back in May of 2019, we have received the first ever HD update for Roblox Jailbreak. The HD update brought in the skybox that we know and love today, which is this one right here, as you can see. And shadows were introduced on everything that was visible. So trees have shadows now. All the terrain that we see here have shadows, and even players have shadows. So that was incredible at the time. Unfortunately for us mobile players, we weren't able to get those shadows until Roblox released an update that brought them in for every mobile player possible, except for a couple of mobile devices. Now, the HD update was an incredible update. I really liked the shadow map that was introduced alongside the new skybox. I think the ambient in the update was incredible. On January 4th of 2020, Jailbreak has updated the map once more, which reverted the skybox back to the one that we know and love today. And to make things better, the map is actually covered in grass. As you can see, this is actual Roblox grass, and everyone was so happy about it, you know? The performance was much better because of the grass, and it just felt smoother for most people. Unfortunately, some people still have lag issues, but it should help out a lot of players. Sadly though, the ambient hasn't really changed a lot, and it has pretty much been converted over from the 2019 winter update for the most part. But I still liked it. On February 2nd, 2020, the HD/Jet Ski Racing update has released. This was the best lighting update ever released. I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me for this, but the lighting was incredible. When Asimo leaked so many screenshots regarding the new lighting, I was super excited. I loved it so much, especially the fact that the gas station, the donut shop, and many other buildings glow during the night. I loved it so much. Now, as of today, most buildings in Jailbreak usually light up during the night, and while I do appreciate the feature, I feel like nighttime is just not as great in my opinion. Compared to 2019's nighttime, present day nighttime just feels pretty identical. I mean, it's kind of bright and all, but I preferred 2020's lighting for nighttime at least. So let's start off with the daytime. I think daytime was great. So if you compare daytime to present day Jailbreak, daytime in 2020 just looked much better. The shadows were super nice, and the entire atmosphere was incredible. The fog was much better, and it just felt nice. Now, to be honest, I really loved the skybox, especially the colors of the terrain. I think Jailbreak at that point just looked much better than it does today. Now, as of April 2020, the lighting was slightly updated, but it didn't really affect me that much. I still like the lighting, alright? But let's go ahead and talk about the vehicles themselves. As of February 2020, every vehicle in the game has been updated. Instead of having plastic as the main material for a body, it would be metal. But as of September's patch update number 5, every vehicle's material has been updated to smooth plastic. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the vehicles themselves. Metal just was a great material for every vehicle, especially the Roadster. I think the Roadster at that point looked much better than it does today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the side-by-side comparison. So here's the Roadster as of today. Yeah, as you can see, this is smooth plastic. The windows are made out of glass. And, well, it doesn't look too bad. But if you compare it to 2020, the Roadster just looked much better. And considering that the Roadster did not have an interior at the time, because the Bugatti Chiron was the first vehicle to include an interior, and it has not been introduced until March of 2020. And since the Roadster was introduced in 2019, it only makes sense that the Roadster didn't receive an interior just yet. The Roadster did eventually receive an interior in February 2021 alongside the Cybertruck, so that was nice for the Roadster. But yes, I loved the reflection off of the Roadster. I think it looked much better than it does today. I just loved it. It was incredible. I especially supported the lighting back in 2020. I think Asimo Bad CC at that point did a fantastic job making sure that the lighting was nice on every vehicle. I think they did a successful job. But after May 2020, I disliked the vehicle reflections until September's patch update number 5, and that's when they changed up the reflections off of every vehicle once again. And I kind of liked it better that way, but I still didn't really like the fact that they just removed the metal reflection. And it did also make sense because Roblox affected the mass of every material as of a recent update in 2020. So because metal was really heavy, every vehicle would be slower. But some miscellaneous updates came in the February update, and this especially made the Lamborghini super fast until it was nerfed a couple of months after it received a revamp in March of 2021. Now let's go ahead and talk about nighttime. I think nighttime was by far the best out of all the ones we had so far. Nighttime being darker compared to all the other lighting updates was just magnificent. That was what we needed. Darker nights better than light nights. Light nights just don't make any sense. Darker nights? Yeah, we definitely need darker nights. During the night, prior to the atmosphere update in late May of 2020, during nighttime, it would be so dark out that you couldn't really see anything. Like, the grass was so dark green, most buildings were so hard to see, except for a couple since they glow during the night. I just loved nighttime back in February 2020. I just loved it. It was fantastic. I'm glad they did something with the lighting. I think they did such a great job. Now, Roblox also released an update on January 10th of 2020, which introduced two new things: environmental diffuse scale and environmental specular scale. The developers maxed them out in the February update, so that way the ambient looks much better. I loved it. I think they did such a great job. Now, as of today, they kept it in the game, and I still like it. Although, nighttime does not look as great as it used to. Like, prior to the atmospheric update of 2020, which was in late May, like I said, the atmosphere wasn't there. It was so dark in the night, I just loved it. However, after the atmospheric update, I completely disliked nighttime. I think nighttime was much brighter and I didn't like it. It was not great. I hated it so much to the fact I just want them to revert it back. But fortunately for the developers as well as myself, they did somehow make nighttime darker. But it still isn't enough compared to early 2020. So honestly, early 2020 had the best lighting. You guys may agree or disagree with me about that, alright? Please let me know down in the comments. I do apologize, I'm at school, but I hope you guys understand. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe as well, and feel free to hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And do you guys actually agree with me about that lighting update? Please let me know down in the comments. As always, my name is Mr. Vince. I hope you all have a nice day today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.